This story appears in the September 30, 2021 issue of Forbes Asia. Subscribe to Forbes Asia. This story is part of Forbes' coverage of Asia's Best Under a Billion 2021 list, which highlights 200 Asia-Pacific public companies with less than $1 billion in revenue and consistent top and bottom line growth. See the full list, sorted alphabetically, here. Despite the global spread of COVID-19, this year's annual Best Under a Billion list highlights the resilience of 200 publicly listed small and mid-sized companies in the Asia-Pacific region with sales under $1 billion. Their sound financial figures reflect how well these companies coped in the midst of a global pandemic. No surprise, healthcare and pharmaceutical-related companies were standouts, while tech and logistics firms linked to the global e-commerce boom also benefited. As proof of BUP companies' sustainable success, 42 were returnees from the previous year. This includes Taiwan's ASP, now on the list for a notable 8 years in a row. We've highlighted 8 companies from the list with businesses that helped alleviate the pandemic's effects. While its agrochemical business faced a tough year, sales of this India-based agri-biotech company were up 12%, and net profit surged for the year to March, thanks to a real-time COVID-19 PCR detection kit developed by a subsidiary. Kilpest became the first Indian company to get approval from the Food and Drug Administration for emergency use of this kit in the US. This Thailand-based pharmaceutical company's revenue grew 11% to $402 million in 2020 as demand for its dietary supplements, drugs and vitamins rose during the pandemic. Last year, the company acquired Futane Pharmaceuticals, now renamed Mega Life Sciences Indonesia. Working from home during the pandemic spurred demand for Optum's remote working tools. As a result, the Japanese company's net profit rocketed tenfold to $12 million for the year ended in March. Aside from its telework support software, its AI camera gained traction last year, used for tracking areas of congestion like staff canteens. This clinical laboratory company's 2020 net profit grew 28% to $18 million. The company introduced new services last year such as drive-in services and teleconsultation, and it is the first private company in Indonesia to use an automated system to help the government increase COVID-19 PCR testing. The Singapore-based company's 2020 revenue climbed 85% to an all-time high of $435 million, based on robust sales of its gloves, used in healthcare, tech and other sectors. Cleanroom glove sales grew 65% year-on-year, and medical glove sales increased 16% as COVID-19 boosted demand. Hong Kong-based respiratory device makers' 2020 revenue doubled to $149 million as sales from its respiratory business soared by 286% due to pandemic demand. Last year, the company tripled its production capacity in 2 months and doubled its workforce.